Did you know that the Wild Wild West actually existed here in Grand Junction, Colorado? Hi, I'm Julie Jacobson and I am at the Museum of the West in downtown Grand Junction. I can't wait to share with you some of the history that contributed to the Grand Valley lifestyle. Today we are at the Museum of the West that preserves more than 100,000 items related to Mesa County's cultural and scientific heritage. They have historical documents, photographs, works of art, paleontological specimens, and archaeological artifacts. This is one of my favorite pieces here in the museum. This is a stagecoach from the late 1800s. It was actually called a mud wagon because by the time you got to your destination, you were typically covered in mud or dust. So can you imagine taking this from Grand Junction all the way to Glenwood Springs with 9 to 13 people here in and on top of this unit? Probably not the most comfortable ride. So a couple of the passengers that were riding on the mud wagon were, of course, the driver and a gentleman that sat next to him. All of the valuables were placed under the driver and his passenger right here. So what the passengers felt was valuable, whether it was jewelry or coins, money, whatever they felt was important to them, sat under the driver and his passenger. Now that passenger was a gentleman typically holding a shotgun. So now you know where the term comes from, riding shotgun. Some of the historical figures you're going to learn about here in the Museum of the West is, of course, our founding fathers, Chief Ouray, his wife Chipeta, and George Crawford is another figure that is highlighted here in the museum. There's even a room dedicated to Teddy Roosevelt, but my favorite character and the story you're going to learn about here in a minute is the story about Alferd Packer. So Alferd Packer was actually the Hannibal Lecter of his time. He had taken some fellow gold mining prospectors up to an area close to Gunnison, but came off the mountain alone and very healthy. He was later convicted of killing and eating his fellow prospectors. Alferd Packer was actually a really likable guy. Even though he did admit to eating his fellow gold miners, he did not admit to killing them. He lived a pretty fulfilled life until he passed away at 65 in Littleton, Colorado. Now, the Museum of the West was really excited to learn that they actually had one of his pistols in their collection. So this could have been one of the murder weapons, but one will never know. Thank you so much for joining me at the Museum of the West in downtown Grand Junction, Colorado. If you would like more information, please refer to the website below. Thanks for watching.